Hey y'all, hope y'all are doing well. Today is gonna be kind of a hodgepodge of my October portfolio. I'm gonna go through options. I'm gonna go through the affiliate stuff, dividends, and all that. Also, I have an update on the RV fund. Someone mentioned that. I was waiting for someone to mention that. I'm glad you did, because the RV fund is not gone. It's here. It's just been kind of dormant. But I have made a couple of changes, and I'll share those with you. So if you're new here, please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Down in the pinned comment below is links to support the channel, and I'd appreciate it. And you'll see why as we as we go through this. Amazon, all you guys that are using Amazon, love it. You guys are awesome. Had a record month in Amazon commissions, and if those don't know what that is, when you use my Amazon link, it doesn't cost you any more money to use it, and it sends me a small commission on qualified purchases. And I love that. I love that about that, because I'm not asking you just send me money, right? I'm not begging for money. But if you are doing some Christmas shopping and you're an Amazon shopper, it doesn't cost you anything to use my link and throw a few pennies my way. And, pennies add up to dollars, and I do appreciate that. So if you would, I'd appreciate it. And let's get into it, because this might be a little long. I don't know, because I'm not doing it like how I normally do it. So what we're going to start off here is YouTube. YouTube, we barely made it. Anybody knows about YouTube? YouTube requires a $100 threshold for you to get a payout in the month, right? They only pay you monthly. And if you don't reach $100, you got to wait another 30 days. Okay, so YouTube is kind of gone downhill for me, and I don't mind it, especially with the people using Amazon. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of filling the gap, right? So I also did a couple YouTube shorts. I was talking about it in the last video, and I said how I hate YouTube shorts, and I ended up doing a couple of them, and I got the most thumbs down and a couple of unsubs. So I was like, I don't know. Interesting. But let's do the report on the channel. So for the month of October, 10,800 views. That is 36% less than the month prior. Watch time, 1,000 hours. That's also 33% less than the month prior. 59 subscribers. That is 69% less than the month prior. And estimated revenue, we just barely made it at 105.28, so we will get that payout next month, or this month, I should say. And that is 40% less than the month prior, which is actually a lot more than 40% less than, say, December, January back then. But like I said, just like with the Amazon thing, every penny counts. I'd really love to stay above $100 a month. That way you get paid every month and not have to wait. But it is what it is. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to be talking about options in this account a little bit in this video. So I'm going to leave links down below to the options playlist. There's some real gems in there, but you got to search them out, on how I search for stocks to sell options on. How it works in interactive brokers, which is what I use, and all that. So appreciate it if you take a look at that. Now let's take a look at Amazon real quick. The star of the show, in my opinion, $72.41, most ever. Right? We had 174 clicks, 88 ordered items, 86 shipped items, 1 return. You guys have bought $2,380.75 of items, and the total earnings $72.41. I don't even know what that comes out to. I know it's not much. What was that? 72.41 divided by 23.80.75. That equals, that's not bad. a 3% commission rate on average. Okay. There's some things like bounties. I've never had one, but like if you signed up for Amazon Prime with my link or did some other things like that, we would get certain bonuses. So Amazon, appreciate you guys, really do. Next up, we're going to look at options. I'm looking at this at November 3rd, so things are a little different as far as, because some of these prices are live, but we're going to go to the options trades. Now, I'm not going to call out every single trade. I'm going to just scroll through it, and you can pause it if you like, because if I went through every single trade, this would probably take an hour, right? So we'll just scroll here. If we look from 10.3, we'll go from here down, and we'll just scroll slowly. Whoops, I said slowly and I went fast. Start over. Slowly. One thing I wanted to say, you'll see some losses, like the Shopify loss of 189.40. There was a gain on the shares, so I don't record the share sales. Okay. So slowly. So you'll notice if you look through these, a lot of them, I make a lot of my money on, $20 profit here, 33 there, 52 there, 14 there, 23, 52. I rarely make over $100 in profit. Okay. So it's just really, it's kind of a grind in a way. But overall, I love it because, you can $20, $40, $60 your way to some decent money. All right. So there's all the closes. Okay. Now let's take a look. We'll sort by openings. And then we'll go here to the 10.3, and you'll see if this is filled in, it's still it's closed. If the date's not filled in, I'm still holding on to that option. Okay, so we'll just scroll it slowly. You can pause if you like. Slowly. I really don't have a lot out there right now. Maybe some of you noticed. On that first page I was on. I'll go back to it right now and show you. Okay. So right now I have a lot of covered calls on, but as far as the puts are concerned, $41,000 worth of cash secured puts. Now, I don't need $41,000 to secure those contracts, but that's where going through that playlist and finding out how it is that I can have $41,000 worth of put contracts out, because this only covers the puts, and not have the cash to cover it. So, and it's not margin. So real quick, we'll go over to premium cooking, and this one shows, the whole month performance. So we go from 10/7, this is week ending, so this is the first of the month to the end of the month, and you'll see we closed about 70 positions, 73 positions, 72, something like that, and we opened, I probably should have just did that, but whatever. Profit realized for the month, $2,937.02. Premium sold, every week we're selling that, but that doesn't stay there because we're taking off some at the same time. So current and end of October premium cooking, that means the puts and calls premium that I've collected, $2,862. That's what's cooking in the account right now. Maintenance margin, that's key to find how I do what I do in Interactive Brokers, and you'll find that in the playlist. If I can find the video, I'll link it down below. Buying power usage only 18%. Cash balance 27,353, increased from the month from 16,953 to 27,353. That's basically from selling out of stock and selling the premium as well. I did take out $1,700. That was to pay the bills. So between Amazon, YouTube, my wife's part-time jobs, this is what was needed to cover the bills. So net liquidation. So net liquidation is if I were to close everything, because I hold stocks in this account as well as options. So in the month of October, it went from 100,261 up to 108,700. So a very nice move for options. Now, November is starting out pretty ugly, so it might have a different story here next month. So 1,700 withdrawal. Now I wanted to speak on that. I used to take out 50% of the premium sold, right? And I would deposit that. Well, I decided that wasn't necessary. I just need to look at what I needed to pay the bills, right? It was $1,700. I didn't need to pull out all the cash that I was selling. So we had a profit realized of $2,937. We withdrew $1,700. So we'll be able to leave that money in here and, buy more stock or whatever. So the quick overview, this is realized option income per year and by month. So you'll see, I'm not going to go through them all, but so far in 2022, $14,812 in realized option income. We're going to need a couple of good months in November and December. I don't know if we'll get it to even match 2021. You'll see the volatility is there. If you want to get in options, get used to volatility and your account moving quickly. Like I remember the other day when the market took a dump. I forget what it was, but I got up from my chair, went to the bathroom. Okay, well, before I got up, I was up like $500 or $800. I went to the bathroom and I came back and it was down $1,800. I was like, holy cow, man. I blinked and things happened. So that's how fast things can happen with options. So you have to be patient, and you have to, I don't know, it takes some time. Like, look, I got spanked in 2021. This was like I was new to options and I lost $7,000 in January of 2021. And then I switched it up, stopped playing a lot of earning stuff and meme type stocks, and it kind of smoothed out for the rest of the year. And then 2022, the volatility came back, and here we are. So that's it for the options. Next up, I wanted to show Interactive Brokers report here about dividends. You'll see here there's the withdrawal for $1,700. I know this is kind of hard to see. Dividends, we did $455.83 in dividends for the month of October, and that was PDO, which is the CEF, JEPI, Altria, which spoiler alert, I've sold out of. Tilt W, I sold that out as well. I just wanted to keep it. I just wanted to buy one to see how it would do. MPW, Medical Properties Trust, from them, and then Comcast as well. So going forward, just to let you guys know, I'm trying to get rid of all my single stock allocation. I will probably be loading up on JEPI as much as I can. And there's personal reasons for that. Credit interest received for the month of October, $32.17, and net stock interest received $6.57. So Interactive Brokers will lend out your shares and pay you a commission for doing so. So $38.74 in interest. Finally, we are back to the RV fund. Now, I did close it out of M1 Finance. I just didn't. M1 Finance doesn't work for me. Reason why is I'm so involved in the day-to-day of the stock market that M1 Finance is excellent for people that really don't have the time or the need to look at their portfolio. You just deposit money, you set it up, deposit money, and walk away. That wasn't for me the way, because I'm more of a hands-on guy, kind of almost a micromanager type situation, and it just didn't work for me. So I moved it all over to Chase. There was another reason for that too, and that is because my wife knows the Chase account. Okay. And if something were to happen to me, she would have to take all the other accounts, and I'd want her to dump it into here and have it all in one spot. That's, for her comfort and ease of doing things. So I do have QQQM. I did buy a couple of shares here recently. So I'm up to 29 shares there, but we're down 23% in that holding. QILD, remember I had a whole bunch of QILD. I dumped it and I replaced it with JEPI. So we're sitting with 22 shares of JEPI, down only about 2% there. And then I do have GEO. I was just doing kind of a wheel buy right type thing. Hopefully this goes away November 18th when this covered call expires. And this call is not included in the options account. This was just play money in the RV fund. So the goal here for me on the RV fund, those of you who don't know, we do plan on buying an RV and traveling the country. And that's what me and my wife would like to do. I have a feeling because my son is going to go to school to be a teacher. So we may have to stick around for about 5 years until he's done with that, 5.5 years. So hopefully in 5.5 years, we'll have enough to buy something and get going. That's if we can afford the gas. But my goal here would be to get 100 shares of QQQM, and then I'd be able to sell covered calls on it, and the premium that I receive, like the $89 that I received from selling this GEO call, I bought a share of JEPI, right? And the same thing can happen with QQQM. If I'm, selling a covered call, I get $100, or so, I can buy a couple of shares of JEPI and buy some future income. So, that would be the goal of the YouTube account or the RV account. I need to start. I stopped investing in the RV fund because our business slowed to nothing. We actually closed it. It's done now. And I needed every last dollar until I got a handle on the bills and how everything was going to work. But I will start funding this again with the Amazon money and the YouTube money, and we'll try to build this back up. So I hope this didn't go on too long. It probably did. And I'll probably get punished by YouTube for it because it's not a short. But I thank you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you stuck around this long, let me know down in the comments because, pretty much I get about a 30 to 40% watch time retention. So it'd be interesting to see who made it to the end. And I appreciate you guys. Like I said, down below, I'll have the options playlist. If I can, pick a couple of videos there that I think would be most helpful, I'll try to stick them in there as well. But I hope you guys have a great week. Hope November is going to treat you well. And Thanksgiving's coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up. Unreal how fast time flies. You're not promised tomorrow, so live today. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.